This is the Glycine Combat Sub GoldenEye. This is a very pretty watch, and because of that, I quit my barista job. I'm just kidding. Not about the quitting part, but about this watch being why I quit. And I'm gonna be doing something else. And the reason why I quit, I had reached a limit in the job. I've been a barista for 8 years. The first 5 years I did at another company, and these last 3 I've done at the company I've been at now. And I reached as far as director of operations, and past that I didn't see where there was anywhere for me to grow. So I thought I would go to a different type of coffee job. I even thought about opening my own business. But in thinking about working in coffee, I realized that I don't think it was what I wanted to do. I love coffee, I still love learning about it, and maybe there is something in my future for it, but right now I was beginning to hate every aspect of the job, and I realized because of that it was time for me to go. And I suppose I could talk about more reasons and different ways I was feeling in a different video, but for now let's get the Glycine review out of the way. This is a very pretty watch, and I almost felt like it was too pretty for my barista job. At certain moments while I was washing dishes or ringing customers up, I would see the side glinting, the dial very reminiscent of Rolex or other high-end dive watches. And I just thought to myself, this looks like a really nice watch, and I feel like I don't want to wear it to my barista job. So I'd been wearing this for the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks since I got it, and I really like it. Let's get some specs out of the way. It has the Movement GL224 25 jewel automatic, 38-hour power reserve, stainless steel case, sapphire crystal. The back is solid with a unidirectional rotating bezel. Date window, 42 millimeters in case diameter. The lug width is 22 millimeters. Lug to lug from top to bottom is 46 millimeters, and it has a 200 millimeter or 660 feet water resistant rating. Now the thing that I was really surprised with this watch was the thickness. It has a 10.6 thickness. The thickness for the Momentum Torpedo Blast is almost 12 millimeters. That's a big difference, and that's part of the reason why I stopped wearing the Momentum Blast. The diameter wasn't such a big deal. 44 millimeters on my wrist can seem pretty large. It was the thickness that was kind of bothering me. It kept getting caught on things. It would start pulling on the NATO strap. This watch is very thin, and I didn't realize how thin it was. I just found a really great deal on Mass Drop. I've never used Mass Drop before, so I'm not giving a recommendation or not. I'm not giving a recommendation either way. This is my first time using it. The watch came when it said it was going to come. This was $376, I believe, on Mass Drop. And this watch, I've seen it retail for upwards of $1,000. Specs out of the way. This watch, as far as accuracy goes, is pretty accurate. I noticed that... Did I go too close to my best? What, is this not focusing? I can't tell. Let's see how the manual works. What was I saying? The accuracy of this watch. Within 6 days, it only gained 2 minutes. It is hacking, so I was able to time it precisely with my phone. So what is that? It's 99% accurate. So far, very reliable. It's nice. The color combo is really nice. It's got the brown bezel with some gold accents I really like. And the dial is, I feel, very luxury watch-esque. The lume is pretty excellent. This lume is very clear, very easy to read. I really like the case back as well. It has a nice Glycine symbol there. The movement kind of sounds like marbles rubbing together. The watch came on this very nice canvas strap with a very smooth, different colored underneath, 22 millimeter strap. Feelings about this watch. How passionate do I feel about this watch? I kept it on this strap. I had switched it to a NATO, and I didn't like that it thickened the watch. Put it on this two-piece two-piece leather strap. You know, the whole dive watch on a leather thing. I don't know if is that still like a faux pas? It's a really solid piece. While it is gold accented, I think it is very simple. It is very sleek. It has a bit of a bold statement with that gold accent. It fits on my wrist very nicely. Can you hear that? Can you hear my stomach growling? It's a very easy watch to wear. I find myself opening up the watch box and I'm just grabbing this watch right away. It feels less like a statement clunky dive piece. It feels more like refinement. I can know that I'm wearing a durable watch, but it still is sort of a fashion piece. And to me, because it is so thin and it's not a clunky piece, it doesn't scream dive watch, put me in the water, let's go sporty. So I've only had it for about 3 weeks. As with all of these videos, I'll probably do an update. That is it. That is the Glycine Combat Sub GoldenEye review. If I missed anything, just leave me some questions and I'll be sure to answer them. Thanks for listening. That's been this one. Yeah. That's all. That's it. I'm gonna miss being a barista ultimately.